This is me trying to go live. Okay.
gesture.
Oh my god, it's not so good. Oh my god, this is come on. All I want is to see you. Look at you, glowing.
Attractable after a long working day.
Oh my
I
god,
switch
but
it.
this is so sweet, Maria. Thank you. I'm really touched.
Nothing. Just
Please come in.
Thank you so much.
I set up the light. Oh my god, I love you. Thank you.
Oh, that smells.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. I'll keep it in the background. You're so sweet.
Oh, so beautiful. Oh, I love it.
Hello, hello.
Thank you so much.
The coffee and tea is on the way. My coffee, your tea. And this is for you because it's more comfortable. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Okay, so we still did not go live, but you tell me about the lighting. I think this is the best setup for the lighting. What do you think?
Very nice. Yeah.
Okay.
I like myself.
This one maybe I need to kind of maybe move it like that. Is this okay? You tell me. I'm sorry we're rushing through everything.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's my fault actually.
Do you want like more or less lighting? Tell me.
I think it's good. I think like this
amount?
Tone is nice. Yeah.
Okay.
It's quite nice.
And on Instagram is okay?
Yeah, it's good. Looks good.
Okay. I think I'll move it a little bit further. I'm sorry. How?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm rushing you. I shouldn't give you a tour of the house or anything.
No, it's fine. I mean, this is my fault because it's supposed to come earlier.
Come on.
My kids
You work and you do everything. Okay, so I think like
yeah. Do you have a link where you start to do it, or?
I think it will just pop up, and I think like
exactly.
I will. All right, I'll just let my cat outside. So because I kind of put her in a cage. Sorry, Maria, I feel like I'm rushing you.
No, not at all. Do you see that there is any people there waiting or no?
No, it's unlisted yet.
Okay.
Okay, so we were one. Okay. It's okay, I have an anxiety, so hi Sophie. Done. Save. Okay. Start. It's supposed to be okay, and then just set up the camera.
Hi, Sophie. I love your interior. So cozy. So nice.
Thank you. Okay, I see that it's just opened up. I don't know about YouTube, but I know that we're live on Instagram. Hey designers, how's it going? I hope you're having a great night so far. So glad to have you here.
Hello, everyone.
I'm here with my inspiring. I still consider you my manager. Can I say that?
Forever.
I'm here with my amazing IKEA manager. We met together at IKEA. Her name is Maria, and she's a superwoman. Like I've never ever met anybody that is this meticulous, this inspiring. And if you have any questions, leave them in the box down below. But we will conduct the interview, and then we can reply to your Q&A later. Okay? So they say hello.
Hi guys. Hello. Thank you. I'm so happy to be here, to be honest. I'm honored that Asil invited me to talk to you guys, and in general we wanted to have a nice chat and interview about about design, about life, about IKEA, about motherhood. So we felt it's something nice to do and enjoy our time together in the evening.
Exactly.
So
and also we will save this live, and it will go like pretty much everywhere. It will be distributed on YouTube and everywhere else. And there's some people watching also on YouTube. Hey YouTube fellas, we're live on Instagram, we're live on YouTube. So I hope that like all of you can see us. And so yeah, let's get with the introduction. So tell us, how are you doing today, Maria?
I'm doing very well. I already manage my program maximum, starting from the gym, work, kids, and I got here a little bit late, but
Come on, but you've done, oh my God, you've done more than I do in like 2 weeks. So
yeah, I'm fine.
Can I have a little bit of introduction about you?
Yeah, definitely. So hi guys, how everyone? My name is Maria. I'm a mom of 3 beautiful children, and I'm working in IKEA organization in UAE, Qatar, Egypt, and Oman as a regional activity and events leader. And just living my life, enjoying.
She's a mother of 3 as well. She is a beauty coach. She's a certified beauty coach.
Yes, I forgot to say that I just got last year I got certified as a beauty coach.
And you've been like crushing it. She has been 17 years in IKEA as well.
Yeah, my career in IKEA is 17 years. It's my kind of first official job, but in reality it's second. The first one was KFC, making burgers in the summer like a student job, but officially IKEA it's my first and the only job, so I'm like an IKEA baby, I consider myself.
That's a long time to spend in a job, right? And, why did you decide to do that? I know we're straying from our line of questions, but
yeah, no worries. No, it's just happened like that, naturally somehow. That it's just meant to happen, from God. That I started in IKEA when I was 18 years old, and it was kind of opportunity which I couldn't resist because I had to pay for my university, which I had to start studying, and I had to pay for it myself. My parents were supporting me partially because of my history, and I couldn't get into the uni because I was partying and doing all of this stuff. So I missed one point to get into the free education, so I had to start working. And then somehow my dad, he said, okay, do you want to get an interview with my friend of mine in IKEA for visual merchandiser? And back then, 17 years ago, me being 18 years old, word visual merchandising sounds like a rocket ship going to the moon, and I had no idea what it is. So and I collected all my things. That time I was already graduating from the art college. I collected all my drawings, sketches, all the Socrates heads which you do usually, and I brought it for the interview, and then I had an interview and joined IKEA very shortly.
I'm so glad you did, because then I got to meet you and get inspired by you. And thank you so much for being who you are, for being inspiring to all women. I mean, honestly, if anybody would take an example out of Maria, like she's doing it all, and she's doing it all in a positive attitude. She's keeping her time very organized. And we had a chat in the cafe last time, and she's started explaining to me how like her life happened in such an interesting way. But I would like to actually begin a line of questioning. Is that okay?
Yes, let's go for it.
So what was your inspiration to become like an interior designer? Is it like your start in IKEA?
It's kind of yes and no. Like maybe the beginning was when I started in the art college, and at that moment I was on the also a difficult decision needs to be taken, because I was finishing my high school and I was really into the sports, and the question was either I go for the sport career in the future or I go for something else. So when I joined the art college, because I loved art already from I was born, in order to get more time to do sports. And interestingly, when I started, I figured out that I love it and I don't want to do sports anymore. I want to do this. So, and then somehow naturally it progresses that I like design. And then I started in IKEA right away when I started in university. And then it's just like a process went along with each other. And
Do you feel like your work ethic came as well because like you have such a high work ethic? Do you think that it came from the fact that you were an athlete as a child, like as a teenager? Can we say that?
Yeah, I think so. Definitely my early childhood had a big impact on who I am today because like, for instance, I started to do sports from 4 years old and until 11, and it was Olympic level sports. So it was like Olympic school for gymnastics, then swimming for the championships, then running the skis for the championships, and everywhere it was like sort of a competitive environment. So yeah, it was like that.
I don't know. Are you guys like live? Are we live? Can you just confirm if there's anybody there? Because I don't know. I feel like ever since we got the call, I feel like it's been going on and off. So if you're there, just like let us know, say hi as well. And anyway, the interview will be there. But so if you don't have time to watch it, it will stay there. We can't hear you. What? Can you hear us now? Should we shout? Okay, I'll just get you a little bit closer, you guys. Okay, and yeah, I'll have to like. I'm gonna focus on Maria. Ooh, Maria, you matched my throw. Me too. Nice. Can't hear. Oh goodness gracious. What about now? Please tell me you can hear it. No sound. Okay, that makes sense then. Okay, then we will go ahead and we'll close it and then we will go back. Sorry, you guys. Okay. Can't hear you. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry. Okay, and video live and okay, share. No. How do we? Nobody said that before. We are still live on. Can you guys hear us? I can hear you. Okay. So
I can't.
Can't or can?
It says I can hear you. Can. It's all good. So on YouTube, you guys can hear us. In Instagram, no. Is that correct?
Let's see now. Like because I think ever since the call happened, like I can see that views dropping. So probably this is why. Now tell us, guys, if you're here, if you log in Instagram.
YouTube, they are okay.
We'll still just wait. We're telling you're okay. Just let us know. Can you hear us now? We kind of got you closer. We're also live on YouTube. So if you want to open your computer,
YouTube, all good.
Sorry, Maria, I'm too close to you.
No problem. PCR test negative.
I don't have. I'm sure I don't have. Okay, can you hear us now?
Hey.
Hi.
We're back.
So thank you so much for people on YouTube for telling us that you can hear us, and thank you so much for people on Instagram for telling us you can't hear us. I think let's start over.
We'll consider that was a practice session.
Holy smokes. Okay, here's the thing. We kept it on YouTube and it will stay on YouTube, but we'll pick up like where was the last thing that you heard? Hi,
Lubna, hi, sweetheart.
Oh my God, my husband is there. Hi, Ali.
Yes.
See, this is my gorgeous manager. she's been super supportive, and I just want to say like something like very, very personal. Is that okay? After your permission, of course. So actually, when I was in IKEA, I had a negative experience overall because I was passing through a really, really difficult time. Both of my parents passed away within 1 year, and everything crumbled into like really terrible stuff. And Maria saw me struggling one time, and she actually like sat down and talked to me, and it was like the kindest thing ever. Like when somebody comes and cares and is empathetic. She was my manager, and she was like my manager's manager. So she was way above where I am, like in the hierarchy of the company. And still she like could understand what I was passing through. She could accommodate me, and she was very helpful. So for that, I'm eternally grateful. Thank you so much for that. And thank you for being there and for helping me out. So this is the one thing, like I'm just like, I'm inspired by her story, by the way she handled management she was super inspiring. Like we would work in like room sets and things like that. And was it in your role to do that?
Yeah, my role when I was working in IKEA store was to take care of my designers, to inspire them, to drive the whole, home furnishing agenda and the life at home in order to inspire customers and the people who come to IKEA store, that they get excited and they see beautiful solutions. So my task was to make sure that my designers, like I still are in a great state of mind and inspired to do their best, of course. And it's my duty to make sure that whatever hard times comes, we pass it through together.
I'm really
in the
thankful
best
for
way.
that.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, actually, let's just recap the beginning. Sorry, Maria is a mother of 3, and she's a certified beauty coach. I know that we already said that before, but because it was muted, and also she's been 17 years in IKEA. Like that's that's a whole human being. That's a teenager.
Like, really long lifetime experience. Yeah.
I'll go grab the coffee.
Sure.
You'll have to keep them entertained for like 2 minutes.
Definitely.
He's calling me. Sorry.
Yes. So I'm gonna carry on, guys. Just let me know if you have any questions while Asil is getting the coffee. Yeah, so I was also telling a little bit how I get into IKEA, and it was by coincidence, but at the same time I had to, because I was starting my studying in the university. It's muted again, they're saying in Instagram.
Oh God, it's the call. It's so.
Yeah.
There you go. It's a designer's cafe. Okay. And now share. So we'll just next cover. Okay, I'll just like choose whatever picture. Hi YouTube guys. Okay. I'll just for now. Okay, and then we'll go again. You start. Okay. Sorry, huh? My apologies.
No problem.
YouTube designers, if you have any questions for Maria, you can leave them in the comments. We will attend them after we are done with the line of questioning.
Sure.
If that's okay. Now can you hear us? I'm sorry, but it was like the delivery guy and he had to access the house.
That happens.
So, okay.
Thank you for the tea or coffee.
It was
coffee.
tea. Is it coffee?
No, it's tea.
Oh. I was like, no, hell no. They got the wrong order after everything. So I want to ask you, you are a risk taker. You came to Dubai all by yourself, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So how did that affect your career in general?
Okay, I came to Dubai. It was one-way ticket. So, and when I arrived, in general, it was sort of a chapter of my life, because by the time I moved to Dubai, I graduated from my university, and I had it was a year before I come to Dubai. So I was on the age where I need to decide for my life, what do I want to do next? So the first option in my mind was to get married. All the girls. But then I said, maybe before that I can do something adventurous. And I had a sort of vision that I want to live somewhere next to the sea, with the sunshine, beach. It was my forever love. I don't know if you know, people who lives in Russia, they love beach and the sun, obviously, because of the weather.
The cold.
So, and then, after that, I moved to Dubai and I started to work. And then everything, I just enjoyed every single day. In the work, outside the work, when I just go to the beach, I feel it's such a beautiful life and work balance, to be honest. So it's like you live forever vacation and do what you love. So I believe for my career, it's just if you talk about the risk taking and the career, it's just helping me to move on step by step in my career and to develop and to grow, because I'm just not afraid. I'm going for it.
Do you advise other people to take risks based on your own risk? What do you say about such a big move gesture?
To be honest, I feel if you have inside connection to your soul, to your heart, then for sure you do, because it's something within you. Normally you would have this a bragger in your brain, the bragger which always tell you like, oh, maybe this, maybe that, but then inside you something is like a butterfly pushing you through. So when you have this connection, I'm sure you will take those risks because they're good for you. It's taking you through your path, like I believe.
It's a good way to like follow your intuition, you
Yeah.
know. That's such a good message. Like, you know, if an opportunity comes, maybe you should just go for it.
Yeah, because I didn't tell you that when I thought and kind of manifested in my mind, and I even wrote it down, a secret
Do that.
manifestation. So within like maybe 2 months, I got a call from the friend of mine who recently moved to Dubai on the project base, and she called and she said that there is a position open, like exactly what you do in Russia. How about you try and apply? So I applied, and then I got an offer, and then I just packed the bags and
and she met her husband here as well.
Oh my God, and then everything, and then I started to manifest in my diary, like everything what I want, and then like literally, it's not a joke, guys, it's serious. Like, my husband, my 3 children, mother of 3, all of this was written like 10 years ago, and it came through within like 2 years of me being in Dubai. So
so yeah, that's a good advice to like just write what you want. Figure out what you want. It's kind of a thank you so much. I'm gonna do that. I have a mood board of what I want there, but
that's also nice. I also do that. The mood boards are also working.
So I also want to ask you, you're a mother of 3 beautiful children, Rayano and Laro
and
Amir. He is the youngest one. Akhil Anud. So he's the end of the grape. That's I don't know. It's an Arabic saying.
I understood. Yeah,
By the way,
understood Arabic شوي. تحكي العربي شوي.
Yes. Her husband is an Arab, so obviously
my husband is from Syria.
So I want to ask you, how do you balance it all? Like, what's your main strategy to balancing your career, taking care of yourself, taking care of your children? Like, how do you do it all?
Okay, balance in this life, it's a constant movement. For me, there is no static balance, which you can find. I'm on the journey of finding balance constantly, because being mother of 1, it's one balance. Mother of 2, it's another one. Now mother of 3 is new for me. He's just 5 months old. So I'm still finding this balance, to be honest. But there is few systems I use for my own life. Of course, first of all, to be able to work and stay happy and take care of myself and love my children, my family, I need to have support system. So definitely the first thing is somebody have to support you. So definitely if it's the children, there should be a nanny or a mom or a mom-in-law. I have also. So it's important. It's important to have support system which will take care of the things which you don't need your emotional intelligence to do, like housework and all this stuff. So and the delegating, and the second thing is to put yourself as a priority number 1, like literally to push yourself to take care of you as person, as Maria, as a mom, who you are, first of all, before your roles, before being mom, before being a colleague or friend or something. You need to invest in yourself, because it's like I compare it with mobile phones, that when they are going to out of charger, you go and you put it on charger, right, before do whatever. The same with us. Our batteries are finishing. We need to charge this battery before we produce content, go live, and so on, so on. So I think this is the kind of metaphoric way to explain it. We need to recharge our batteries first, and then we will have energy for all the rest. Yeah,
that's a good metaphor as well.
Yeah,
I'm gonna use it, and eventually, like, I'll credit you as well, because it's a good metaphor. They also say like fill your own cup.
Yeah, fill your own cup, your own glass. recharge yourself, be in this state. Like now recently it's really relevant for me, so I'm always focusing on how I feel, because whenever I lost my kind of content feeling of happiness, I can't really be a good mom or good friend or good anything. So it's I believe this is the way. But one thing that the perfect balance, it's never there. Like literally, I haven't seen this state. Like when it's just there and you figure it out all. No, it's not.
I think
believe
people
it doesn't
pretend.
exist.
I think people pretend to have like I don't know. I think personally, when I go on YouTube, for example, and I see somebody who's like got a perfect balance, I think it's like a day balance.
Yeah,
you know what I
maybe
mean?
a snapshot of the moment, of course.
But genuinely, like nobody knows what they're doing with a balance thing. But those are such great tips. Like delegate when you can.
Yeah.
And also fill your own cup and recharge before you can provide. So this is like really good points. Thank you so much for this like value that you're providing us. And
most welcome. And one more thing, which I believe all mothers will face if they're gonna go to work, if they want to pursue the career, it's the guilt, a mother guilt feeling. So this is another thing which you should forgive yourself already before you decide to go for this. Because you will miss school meetings, you will miss the color day t-shirts. Like recently I arrived just 2 days ago to the school, and security told me that it's distance learning. So
I mean, you took this here, so you just
you need to forgive yourself in advance that you will go through moments which kind of like that.
I don't have children, but I have a cat, and I experience the guilt with the cat. If I go outside to work, I feel so bad. Like, so I can't even like imagine how much like of a guilt or a load you would have, being away from them. But at the same time, I think they will grow up to appreciate what kind of mother you are, and you'll inspire them to do better and to follow their own passion and to do things that they like, and they will grow old. That nobody stays young, right?
Yeah, of course. Like I read a lot of books about children, raising children and all of this. And one thing which just says there that before, start focusing on your kids and like developing them, educating them, focus on you, make sure that you are in the right state, that you are happy. And when their children see a happy mother, they will see what does it mean happiness, like how to be happy. So, and also they will not feel guilty for your unhappiness, because I'm sure many of us might face in the past, in our childhood, how we was raised, that we would feel responsible for our parents' happiness, and this should not be the case.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Heal your childhood trauma and then break the cycle, do something that makes you happy.
Yes, that's totally true. I'm so much into this because I don't want my kids to be responsible for my happiness, and I want them to grow their own way. And
I see a lot of parents being, honestly, like from the older generation, being resentful because they couldn't do something because they had kids. So they would be resentful towards their kids in like a deeper. I know like nobody would hate their kids. That's like impossible. But also like it would be like how much better would the world be if like everybody acted this way or was educated enough to do their own thing and be happy.
Yeah, but it's also important to when you decide to pursue a career, it's something which you will love to do, because one thing, it's also when you do some work which you hate and then you obviously get drained big time, and when you come home, then it's very difficult to be happy and give love to someone. So I think if you're a mom and you want to go for career, you need to make sure that you feel good about your work. So when you go to work, you feel like a celebration. That's what I feel.
How do you feel about working in IKEA? This is something I know a lot of people would be interested in.
Yeah,
like,
what is it 17
like?
years I'm still there, so I feel
What
good.
was the climb like? like where did you start? What was the
Yeah.
first role, and how did you gradually? Is that okay for me to ask?
Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely, it's not a top secret. So I started as a visual merchandiser
So
in
cool.
IKEA Moscow and in the communication and interior design department.
Mhm.
So then I worked in that position, and then I grew as a leader. So I don't know, somehow I figure out, and like from my childhood, I really like to be in the leader position,
Mhm.
like to take a bigger step and to kind of show the way.
Leader.
Yeah. So and I grew in that position to the manager first, and then I was like deputy manager, then the manager. Then I took step as I tried as interior design leader as well.
Oh, wow.
I also work because we have graphic designers, interior designers, visual merchandisers. We have also the carpentry team, yeah.
Mm.
So I tried all of that except carpentry because it's obviously like
It needs a lot of
job.
physical strength.
And then I became a deputy commune manager, so it's a department head, and then like as a natural step I took a role of the commune manager. So I went through the all steps in IKEA communication and interior design department, from being the visual merchandiser and then all other parts. So I tried it all. I figured out what I like. My conclusion from very beginning, I knew I want to be the department head, so it happened. But of course, guys, it didn't happen within 1 year. It happened within 7 years. No, 7 years to get to the department head role.
Oh, wow.
And then I was department head in another city in Russia. I moved, and then I moved to Dubai as a department head. I stayed in this position 7 years, and then 3 years ago I moved to the regional office, to the position of activity and event leader. So yeah, it takes some time.
By the way, I get this question all the time.
Do you think it's easier to apply to work in Dubai from abroad, or is it better to be already living here? I mean, in current situation, it's better if you are here, to be honest, because with the corona world, it's very difficult to relocate, and I know it's not easy. So if you are here, it's much easier and faster to get the job, definitely.
But I love the journey. Would you like to answer some questions?
Yeah, I don't mind. Like whatever you guys like, I'm here for you.
So go ahead, ask any kind of questions. One of the questions that I get a lot, stop asking me, you guys, because I honestly I got up to here. Ask Maria instead. How do you get a job in IKEA, please? For the love of God.
So how do you get a job in IKEA? If you want to get a job in IKEA UAE, Al Futtaim IKEA, then you go to Al Futtaim Future with us. Then you find IKEA, and there is positions which are open. This is how you apply.
Is there a way to get to know that your application is actually got there? Because
only by system, because it's all going through the system, and usually we have the whole recruitment department in Al Futtaim which goes through and then selecting. So I can't answer this because I'm not in that level. I'm usually, if I'm recruiting someone, I would see the CV which will come to me based on my requirements, like 100% or more matching. So that's the way.
Do you recommend people doing what I did? Do you know how I got hired?
I don't know.
No.
I remember you in the assessment center. I remember your test day and all of that, but how you get there, I don't even know.
I actually I applied to a Future with us. I applied to literally me and one of my friends as well. We applied even to truck drivers. We were so desperate. We were like, please, anything that has to do with IKEA, because we always wanted to. It's a huge name, first of all, and I don't know about you, but for me, I grew up watching the catalogs of IKEA. The oldest one I have from 2007. So it was an inspirational role that you would love to have. So actually, after all of that, we never heard back. So we went to IKEA, and we started talking to literally every single person. You name him, I know him. I swear to God, it was crazy. We even talked to security. So one of the security guys, he was like, okay, there's a manager. So the manager was Pritham,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And he took our CVs, we prepared our CVs, we prepared our
Rita
portfolios.
is still there. Rita, hello, if you're watching this.
I told him, like, I credit him for actually introducing me to the role and to, like, so many people, great people in my life, even though it was like a dark time. But to me, it's like, I got a lot of good relationships and experience from it. So that's how, there was an assessment 2 days after this. So like nearly barely passing. So it was all about timing and luck, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I believe so, because there is no really other way, and unless you get creative like you, so to get into the interview stage. Yeah.
But it was maybe go through a future with us and apply. I'm just gonna save this as a reply.
There is LinkedIn also as an option. Yeah, on the LinkedIn to drop the CVs.
Hi, I'm going to graduate as an interior designer. It would be helpful if you can recommend me a few countries where I can get exposed to this field with more learning. I think this is for you.
Yeah, you mean to the IKEA, to this field, yeah, if I understood correct.
Yeah, I think just like interior design in general, or IKEA.
Yeah.
Okay, we are taking questions. I'm just going to pin it.
Yeah, I see also on YouTube there's a lot of reactions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we talk IKEA is international company, so you can find us everywhere. So there is IKEA UAE. If we talk about IKEA Al Futtaim, we are here in UAE, we are in Qatar, we are in Abu Dhabi, and in Egypt. So you can apply there. Is there a different styling? Is there a difference in career interior styling and interior design in UAE? You mean in IKEA UAE?
Yeah, we're mainly taking Maria's taking for interior designing, not
interior
IKEA.
Designing. Yeah, you know, since I'm all my life in IKEA, it's difficult to give my personal advice, but I guess you just need to look, like if you're looking for interior designer job, which is not IKEA, so you can just define what exactly you want to do and look for those companies who do it, because I believe there is a bit larger, maybe design studios or private design companies. This is where you can get into, but then you need to search. I'm sure there is like a lot of networks.
But for you, how did it happen? How did you get the job invitation to Dubai? Because you were in Russia before.
Yeah, the job invitation here, I mentioned, that my friend, she was previously relocated here on the project. So, and they was looking for experienced manager. So then they contacted me, and then I had an interview. So it was like,
through
connection. So
which means like if you get an opportunity to work like at any kind of place, not only IKEA, but especially IKEA, if you get an opportunity to step in and you want to move forward, it's a good idea to actually establish connections with a lot of people.
Yeah,
correct?
Definitely. To be honest, like one of the biggest things, coming with me in my future life and forever, it's those connections and those amazing people who I met along the way. So because I moved from IKEA Russia, I also have been in the different IKEAs in the world, building them from scratch, planning them. And on this journey, I met so many amazing people. And we are friends forever and staying in touch. This is amazing, honestly.
Yeah, it is. Interior styling is closer to visual merchandiser role, isn't it?
Well, it's different. If you're talking about visual merchandiser in the way of visual merchandiser, that goes through everything. So you take retail, either IKEA or any other retail, you merchandise. So you make a beautiful setups of the products which you work with and put it in the very nice, aesthetically pleasing, I love this word, way for the people. Interior styling, it's interior. So first you have to have interior, and then you do the styling, designing, and you focus. You always have a need, an activity in focus. So when we differentiate interior design and merchandising, like we always talk about people for whom we are designing it first, their dreams, their needs, their, way of living situation.
No.
So that goes that's another life we need to have about this, how to start up your design
I
and
got
the project.
flashbacks.
Yeah. We spoke about it.
Home visits. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
So that's the difference.
Can interior designer graduates can apply for any job in IKEA? And if there is a possibility, can you explain what kind of jobs we might get to work?
Yeah, interior designer graduates, your first direction is communication and interior design department. And this is, a great start for you to figure out the whole job thing, after graduating. Because for me, I was studying and working and graduating from university in the parallel way.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's really helpful. I mean, if you're able to do that.
How can someone climb the corporate ladder, in your opinion? Should that be a focus or for an employee? That's my husband, by the way.
So regarding the climbing the ladder, to be honest, you need to decide for yourself if you're enjoying what you're doing. Because climbing the ladder, it's like pursuing your next steps. So if you're, for example, entered IKEA as interior designer, co-worker, or specialist, you have a set of, deliverables you have to manage to grow to first before you move to the next step. And you have to show set of skills to be able to go to the next step. That's why for you decide which you want to go for the climbing the ladder as fast as you can, or you want to focus on sort of like a specialty where you develop yourself. So it's up to you.
Can you guys hear us, by the way? Okay.
Muted.
There's one person saying it's muted. Please explain concept. Maybe, okay, we have few where we're directly, okay, I'll get some from YouTube. I'll get some questions from YouTube. They say hello from Ukraine, hello from Bulgaria.
By the way, I was born in Ukraine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the city called Ivano-Frankovsk.
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know that. So we have, hi, my dream to become an interior designer. I have doubt. Do you should use in your design for planning a building feng shui?
Feng shui?
Yeah. Where should people start when searching for a first interior design job?
Where should people start? Whenever you want, depends. Like, I mean, if we take IKEA, it's IKEA retail interior design. Yeah, of course, we have all the set of the designer background, which you will use in any other designing. Like maybe in IKEA, it's simpler and harder in the same time because it's still retail.
I want you to see who commented. We can't hear you. Virgin Megastore. Hi, Virgin Megastore. What are you doing here? Thank you so much for being here, Virgin Megastore. I love you. They have my book, by the way.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so this is, thank you so much for...
I have a gift card for Virgin Megastore. I need to come. Buy something.
Okay, thanks for the feedback. Hey, this is from Ali.
Welcome.
Okay, so the other one was, the other question from YouTube is, what kind of test do you need to take to pass IKEA's interviews? Are we allowed to talk about that, by the way?
Well, we can talk. Like, I will not, open the book now and tell you things. I can just vocalize the steps which you will take. Usually, you have, when we recruit people to IKEA, we always have layered interviews. So we have interviews where we see if your personal values will match with our values, because it's a starting point. It's where we will match or we will not match. So, and then after that, if we match, if we match, then you're going to the next step when we check your skill set and if you actually can do what we want you to do. So, and for that we have different kind of test days and meetings and so on.
Sorry.
So depend on the position.
What is IKEA?
IKEA is the biggest home furnishing retailer in the world.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but it's just a cute question that came.
Yeah,
So, but thank you so much for asking. It's a huge retail store.
It's the biggest, the biggest home furnishing retailer in the world. Yeah.
Actually, I have one person who is actually obsessed about IKEA, and his name is Ahmed, and I'm pretty sure he's watching. So I just I'll give you his account later. What's going on in here? Hi from Panama. Hi, how are you doing?
Yeah, there is an interesting question here. Do you feel that you might move away from the design aspect of things when you move up the managerial level? So, especially in IKEA, you don't really move away from design aspect thing as a whole, but you move away from the specialist role. So let's say if you are a specialist in IKEA designer, you are designing the spaces, the rooms, you're going deep on the solutions inside the store. Mm-hmm. If you are a manager, you're making sure that your team is designing those spaces, solutions, you're giving them direction, you're driving them to the direction which we set as organization. Mm-hmm. So you still have to have very vigilant and very switched on mindset on design, but you're not specifically going to go deeper into the how does this wall going to look like. Yeah, is it going to be a statement? Is it going to be designed this way or that way? That's going to be role of the specialist who going to work with the brief. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you might be the one who would be contributing to the brief. You're going to be reviewing the solution, inspiring, giving suggestions, always bringing new, fresh ideas and challenge the specialists to give their best. Yeah, that's the favorite part.
Actually, I remember like we would get stuck like in a concept like planning or in a way to retail furnishing is way different than like the real world kind of thing because there's a lot of aspects.
Yeah.
And my goodness, Maria would come and like, oh, okay, you do this like that and like you do this that. What do you think? I'm just like, huh? How did you do this? It was so inspiring. Like you see her in action doing that, which means that she earned that place because you've tried out and you've went through 7 years of actually trying things out and being in the role yourself to be where you are and to get this inspiring. Giving the bigger picture, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. True.
I saw another. Do we get customized furniture from IKEA for interior design projects, or is it just that they have ready-made modular furniture?
Yeah, IKEA does not do customized furniture. We have our range, which is very wide range, and you can choose from it, and you can do very nice DIY with it. There is a whole world of IKEA DIY furniture, but no, customized we don't do.
You should go to YouTube and give it a whirl.
I also Pinterest. Oh my God, IKEA hacks.
It's crazy.
Of them. Yeah.
I also want to ask you about something. So I want to stray away from IKEA a little bit because this is important because we have like most of our audience are women. Okay. So I want you to make us understand what is a certified beauty coach, because like beauty coach is certified and like what is it that you do? Is it okay?
Yes, I started this new. It's my like a hobby and passion. The newborn to get born just a few weeks before my third baby. So the beauty coach, to be honest, like since I'm 36 years old already. So I was thinking about, how do I go about my beauty? How do I contain my beauty? And I started to go for some research. So I did research regarding everything what's available on the market. And of course, the number one thing which comes out, it's beauty injections and all kind of little, surgeries and stuff. And when I learned about it, I understand that this is not the way which I want to pursue because the long-term effect is not good and it's not healthy for the natural beauty. and I'm all about natural beauty and health and fitness and being who we are, and reborn our energy from within. So, and then I decided that, okay, I need to learn how to contain my natural beauty and what to do with it. And I come across this, beauty trainer and academy. It's a Russian academy. And there was opportunity to take classes as a coach. And I said, why not? Why don't I just, not just to know, but also know how to teach and know much more than it is. So I went and I did this course about beauty coaching. And what is beauty coaching? It's the complex approach to natural beauty and natural rejuvenation. So it contains analyzing your face type, and then based on your face type and your lifestyle, I give personal recommendations. So it's like a personal program. Like in the gym, you have personal fitness coach. I'm a personal face coach.
Wow.
So
I like it.
Because we have muscles on our body. We have abs, six packs, and all of that. And we also have muscles on our face. And what is very interesting, that our face muscles are connected to our body muscles.
Oh, really?
Yes. So all our muscles on our face are connected to each other. So for this reason, we need to exercise our muscles to have a nice tight skin. Yeah, right? When you exercise, your skin becoming more tight and better on your body. And the same principle even on your face. Just you do different techniques. So I give you a personal recommendation based on your state, condition, and the goal on the face exercises. Plus, I give a recommendation on the face massages, because some places on our face needs to be tanned, like pumped up, lifted. Some of them needs to be relaxed, like wrinkles and so on. And then I also prepare your personal face routine, and I give recommendation for the face care. So all the steps of face care and what is good for you. I give you a recommendation for the organic products. Also, there's like a whole huge story about the face care which we use, guys, like amazing. And the fourth step, it's how to take care of your body. So like some exercises for the posture, because in modern world, how we work with the computers have become like this. So this is all affect how our faces are and the wrinkles are. So it's very important to maintain the posture, and I give some exercises to help to maintain that. So this is in general all in all beauty coaching. Plus also I'm reviewing your nutrition area, and give some recommendation on the nutrition, because definitely food and how we eat, it's all affect how we look. So it's like a full complex approach to the beauty.
So cool. I'm so glad that you're pursuing that as well. And I'll leave all of the accounts, like even if you're watching afterwards, I'll leave all of the accounts in the description, and go check it out, because instead of like going ahead and like injecting your face with poison, which is what, by the way, Botox is, right?
Yeah, Botox is
get somebody to teach you how to do this, instead of like waiting for a miracle. I should maybe
I would definitely say you should try it, because by doing this you would have a tool set, like a backpack with the tools which you can use forever. It will stay with you, and then you can see if it works for you or no, and then you can take a decision. But it's becoming very popular right now also, by the way, since like the whole nature and rejuvenation and the balance and
that's I'm really, really grateful that you shared this with us. So again, I'll leave all of the information, and honestly, I trust you with my with my entire heart. So I really, really, really enjoyed this talk with you, and I would like to actually conduct like a formal interview as well, because so we'll get out of Instagram. So this is your last chance to ask Maria anything, and also like especially if you're a mother, especially if you're a woman, and especially if you're pursuing a career like Maria's or something that is special and with the balance and everything. Go ahead and ask, because we are only taking questions for 10 more minutes or 5 more minutes.
Yeah, I can see there is
one question.
Hi, I don't have any interior design background like college or certification, but I'm doing some interior designer work for architects. I'm learn a lot for a seal with is can I survive the self
Learning.
to be honest, like I believe in the self education, especially in this time. If you don't have like a formal certificate, it's okay. If you're a great designer and you're self-made designer, I believe you can. Definitely yes. For me, the paper is not. It's not.
Can you
a
get
definition.
hired? Can you get, as a manager, would you hire somebody who doesn't have a degree in interior design?
If I see this person in front of me and the person have a skill set and qualities and personal the personality, 100% yes. And
Do you hear that?
we
That's
had that
amazing.
experience, and for instance, in IKEA, within IKEA, we hired sales to interior design department. We hired, there is one amazing person, his name is Artyom. He used to work in the home delivery, but he loved the design, and we gave him opportunity to grow, and he grew from customer relations. I think he worked.
Yeah, wow, that's so.
Definitely yes, guys. And vice versa, sometimes people come to the interview with the degree and the portfolio, but in fact they can't do the job. I don't know.
Pauline is here. Do you remember
Oh.
Pauline? Hi, Pauline. It's been a while.
Very good.
What do you think is the main influence to your aesthetic and taste in design? How did that develop? Like, what's your inspiration? Shoot, I'm sorry. Can you hear us, guys? Let us know.
Influence your aesthetic taste in design.
So it's like your inspiration, I
Okay,
think.
aesthetic taste. Interesting question. I think aesthetic taste in design, it's partially how much design have you seen, and another side it's what's your personal preferences. Yeah, because I believe every designer have a personal signature kind of style and preference. So, and those things are usually developed over the years. So I don't think you can just like from the day one you have this design thing. I think it's coming with the time and with development. When you look at things, when you live through things, when you do projects, when you understand different styles in the design and you develop those solutions, you live through them, and then you know what is more yours and what is not. I don't know if that's a good answer, but that's how it is for me. Yeah.
That's a great answer. Thank you very much. Honestly, that was very inspiring. I'm gonna quote you a lot.
Does interior styling have less
than interior designing?
Well, I think it depends on the project, don't you think so, guys? Because if I need to design a bathroom and I need to style up the three floor villa, 3-level floor villa, that would be a different scope. So it's depends. Yeah, but if we talk about spaces, if we say the same room and we need to design this room and then we need to style the same room. When we talk styling, if I understood it right, we talk about decorating, right? Yeah, because it's two different things. So then I believe it's like a different perspective. Maybe like I can't really say yes or no, depend on the size, really.
Yeah.
Depend on the size, depend on the brief and what you would like to achieve. Because for example, you might have a very basic design brief, or let's say easy to implement, but you will have a very difficult styling brief. What you want, like on the styling tips, or to reach the personality level which you want to show in that room, or to reach that style or the mood which you want to get when you look to the interior.
Styling is so cool though.
Yeah, I like it because
part.
It's the details. I know you love this. Even like being in your room, seeing everything is so styled up.
Do you remember Lena? Lena, I don't know
Yeah.
if she's watching. I think it's morning time for her, so she's probably at work. But Lena was so crazy with the labels, and she still does that to this day. She does morning rounds in her house.
Well, this is not my strength, so that's why we have people who is really strong in these things. I'm more in the big parts, like, you know, the bigger picture in everything.
I actually have a question for you.
Yes.
How do you become like a person who develops strategies and tactics? How do you develop this mentality? Did it take like a certain work of education? How did you, because I know that a lot of your work involves strategy and tactics and looking at an entire calendar of events all over the year. How do you
My life is literally split on the years, chapters, months. I feel like my life is moves much faster than the normal life, you know. Yeah, you know, to be honest, it was an extra education. Like when you work in IKEA so long as me, you have a lot of trainings and a lot of opportunities to upgrade your knowledge, you know. So I participated in many trainings involving like strategical looking things, and then I practiced, because when you grow as a leader in IKEA, you have to start to think bigger, look at the, you know, when we call it helicopter view, when you look at the things from the top, and you need to understand how to deliver the strategy, because you work with the, you know, with the goal, there is commercial goals, there is like, you know, goals to deliver to our customers about our brand. So we need to understand how to do it, and then you need to learn set of skills. So yeah, it's a separate baggage toolbox, another toolbox for strategic thinking and the looking.
I missed the toolbox. IKEA toolbox. I missed it.
Did you have like a pink toolbox? Did you?
Yeah, I still have it.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I still have it. I have a pink drill too. I have a pink drill. I'll show it to you.
Oh my god!
After,
that's the cutest things in the world.
Yeah, it was fun, honestly. The part where like we would go around and like drill things until this moment. Ali, he's watching. My husband is watching.
Yeah.
And he freaking hates my drill. He hates it. Every time like he hears into the wall, like, what? I graduated from IKEA. I have to practice.
Yeah, but by the way, this is a very nice thing which I like admire and I love in IKEA. Is that, you know, as interior designer, you can plan it and then tomorrow you go and you implement it. So your project to realization is like literally time of one night, you know. So here is the project, tomorrow it's done, you know. It's really nice. You do it by yourself.
Okay, I have another question after your permission.
Sure.
So if somebody is outside of IKEA and they want to implement a room in IKEA, is that possible at all?
One more time. If someone
is from outside of IKEA, like they've never been working or anything, but they want to do that, because I also get that question and I just want to like maybe like, you know, entertain it with you.
So if someone never been in IKEA
or never worked as an interior designer or like as an interior designer in IKEA, but they have the capacity and they have an idea and they like, you know, have the background of like retail, for example, would you be able to help them like collaborate with you? I'm asking this question especially for Ahmed because he always asks about that.
I mean, I think I answered similar question that if you don't have interior design education,
like a one-time thing, like not a like a contract or something, do you think like that's arrangeable? Or
the contract, to be honest, depends. We do different projects in the different time of the year, so we collaborate with the designers, but depends on our need. So the answer is yes, just depends on with whom we are collaborating and which moment of time. But you know, sometimes we have so many projects but limited resources, so we go for external help.
Okay, that was very informative. I'm so thankful to you. I'm really honored to have you here. I'll leave every single contact way to reach to Maria. I'll leave her personal account and also the beauty coaching. Go check her out. And go follow her because she's amazing and honestly like one of the most inspiring people ever. And thank you so much for joining the second episode of the Designers Cafe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for joining and for all your amazing questions. It was pleasure.
I'll just go to YouTube. Thank you so much also for people in on YouTube, because we have we're here and we're there, and thank you for being here. I appreciate you, designers. And if you have any questions and we already missed this, thank you, Maria. You can actually leave it in the comments, and maybe we'll check them out. Okay, maybe there's. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a lovely evening.
Have a lovely evening. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'll close here first. Bye. Okay, and now. Bye, designers. Love you.
Bye, designers.
We've been on.
Love to all.
We've been here for an hour. Wow. Okay. End.